Okay. Okay. Now I think.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Whew. All find our seats. Thank you for braving the cold and coming out this Sunday. It's even cold in here, but we're working on the heat. I'm glad you all have jackets and things. I forgot mine this morning. And Luana's coat is not big enough for me. Yes.
Here, I'll take care of you.
Okay, now I can start. Oh, gosh. Welcome back to the Positive Living Center. Welcome all newcomers as well, those on Zoom. No, that's right, I don't have a screen here. Look at the people on Zoom. But I know that they're there, and I know that they're all waving at me at the same time. Because I'm so popular. This is the year 2023, as we know, which has been deemed the year of living from one's core values. And the themes for January, this is our final January of the month. Our themes are respect, resolve, and resilience. And I've enjoyed all the speakers who have talked on these topics this month. It's been wonderful. Maybe by going into meditation, we will warm ourselves up that way. You want to put your feet flat on the floor. Just get comfortable. Close your eyes.
Lily, and
Maybe just a tiny.
Oh yes, please. Through our resilience, we resolve any and all things in life. We respect ourselves and all others that we encounter today and each day. We are one through God's Spirit. That is the practitioner in all of us. We are truly all one. And thank you for this and so much more. And so it is.
So it is.
Is that the rain I was hearing throughout? Yeah, that was beautiful. It's time for our spiritual thought, and our spiritual thought today comes from Reverend Missy Higginbotham with us on Zoom this morning. Good morning, Missy.
Good morning. Good morning. Well, you know, when I was asked to do the spiritual thought, what was interesting was I was just reading kind of the abstract of what Joe had spoken about last week. And one of the main thoughts, you know, he talked about spiritual practices helping you be resilient, but also about making sure that source was your focus. And so when I was thinking source is my focus, and I looked down, and the book I was reading was The Jesus Code by John Randolph Price. And the page, I love synchronicity. And the page I had it too was the first line that my eyes went to was, what does it mean to live a spiritual life? So what does it mean? Because living a spiritual life doesn't mean that you have to give up anything, really. You know, it doesn't mean that you separate your spiritual life from your ordinary life, because you have to bring them together. And by making source your focus, then that's the eyes. Those are the eyes you look out at everybody. And you know, all is spirit, all is spiritual mind. There is no other selfhood, no presence but the one, John Randolph says. So our commitment to living the spiritual life must begin by recognizing the one power, the power within, and giving no power to the effects of the outer world. I love that line. And because it's recognizing that the divine presence in ourselves first. What did Joe say last week? He says, put your oxygen mask on first, right? So living the spiritual life is first about recognizing that the divine is you, with you, for you, as you. It's in you first. And then recognizing that it's also in everybody else. And that's where, remember, it is our awareness of consciousness that opens the work, that opens the door for the work to be done. And I like that, because one of my main thoughts is holding the door of consciousness open that all may enter. And how do we hold that door open? Well, we radiate that divinity as us, that's in us. And by radiating it too, then it allows us more to see everybody else as that divine person. And I want to finish with what at the end here, it's a commitment. I make the commitment this day to strengthen my awareness, understanding, and knowledge of God, my only self. I shall do this by loving spirit with all my mind, heart, and soul. Because you see, by loving me as spirit and spirit as me. So when you're loving yourself, you're loving God as you. And so it is.
Wonderful words. Thank you, Reverend Missy. We're always leaving that door open. Always. When we do this, love and spirit flows in. Always. Walking and talking with God in the morning and during the day and during the evening before I go to sleep. I'm hoping you're doing something like that too in your spiritual practices, because it gives us great peace, great joy, I think. Wonderful. It's time for some music. I'd like to introduce Reverend Lily and Mr. Peter Sorensen to come up. Let's give them a little love, huh? All the way Fresno, California.
It's such a lovely drive to come up, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you. Is that, oh, okay. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to turn off your cell phones. Yeah. This one is kind of participatory, if you like. Again, we love Karen Drucker, we love Daniel Maymod, we like wonderful Jamie Lula songs, things like that. This is Karen Drucker chant. Oh, okay, let's go. This is Daniel Maymod. One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, yet you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and yet you speak of it with every word you say. It's mysterious until you know the truth. It's the power of the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings, or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, oh, one power. Now, we speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But difference only dangerous when we forget that in our heart we're all the same. We remember once we close our eyes to see that such differences were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Buddha, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings, or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your cross, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. Take a breath. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power. Oh, one power. Oh, one power. Whoa, one power. Now it's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of the nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's that anger we abandon for that love that's so deep. It's one power. It's one It's the power of the love in you and me.
One power. So many paths and only one power to go to. That's the beauty of this entire world. However we feel, as we believe, we always believe in that one universal power for all of us. Beautiful. Thank you both so much for that. Almost coming in tears. It's time for our speaker this morning, and that speaker is Rev Judy DeRosa. Good morning, Judy.
My goodness. It is such a joy to hear your voice. And it's in perfect alignment with, I'm just putting my blanket out because it's full. I'm so native. And I'm gonna do this anyway. Right.
You have enough
Oh, thank you.
wine here?
Good. And this is it. I'm so grateful that you put that effort out to be here today. I happen to love the brain. I think that that is so renewing, and it is part of what brings us together with that resilience that we aren't going to melt in the rain, and we're smart, we know how to drive. But it is that coming together that I think that we need continually. And I'm very grateful to Brenda. I just wanted to let you know that we're doing an experiment over here. We got permission to move the camera. And I think that moving the camera helps all of us to be able to, see that bigger picture. Whoop, I got myself caught here. There we go. And that bigger picture for me is knowing that these talks aren't just us speaking, that it is us together learning and sharing and being respectful of each other. And the concept of being in a place that is non-denominational, that there is no suppressing thumb on anyone. We come because we're here to open our hearts. We're here to maybe hear something that we've heard 100 times, but in that moment, we get that aha, that, oh, I get it. I feel it. I see it. Now, as a Native American woman, as an Indigenous person, and when I speak of Indigenous, I mean everyone here is Indigenous to the place of where they've come from. And to honor that resilience within ourselves of being determined to find more about the beauty of who we are as human beings. We respect each other, we care about each other. In the Native culture, we feel that everything has spirit. Everything. The rain that's falling is a gift from Creator. The seeds that will be growing in the spring are part of that unity, part of that collaboration, part of the respect we have life. And with that, I'd like you to plant your seeds in your mind, your thoughts, or your conversation with the universe, with spirit, great spirit, with the great mystery in the source. What are we planting for the future? Do we welcome more people? Do we bring in more light? Are we available? Can we be of service to each other through acts of kindness, through deeds of thought, through being of service? All those things, all those aspects are what we can give freely and know that it'll be used somewhere in this universe. And I would like to put the voice of the directions to use this morning. I would like to call the directions and have you remember that the reason I repeatedly call the directions is so that we can understand that we are in relationship with all of those directions, that all of us are connected to the energetic of the East, the South, the West, the North, the above, Mother Earth, and the center. And our culture has forgotten how to have a conversation with the universe. Uni-verse, one verse, one song, one piece of the element that we all carry. We are united with that. I call to the East. Hey, East. The place where the sun rises in the morning. It is the place of new beginnings, of a new day. It is where the light touches Mother Earth. It is where there is a kiss upon the tops of the trees. It is our opportunity to awaken to a new day. We call this masculine energy into our service, our circle, knowing that that is welcome, that the strength is important, that there is a call for support. I call to the South. Hey, South, the place of our child, the place of our little boy or little girl that has come along with us in this journey, that has taught us to play, to sing, to dance, and to be observant, to watch the world with respect. We call this energy fire, the warmth when the child comes and sits in your lap and gives you that very close snuggle. We call that loving energy to be with us, to help us remember that our child has not gone away, that we are here to play and laugh and share and be rich through our eyes, through our hands, through our hearts. We welcome these energetic of our child. And I call to the west, the place of water, the place of rain and snow, the place of the divine feminine sitting across the circle from the divine masculine, teaching each other lessons in life, learning to hold the balance, understanding the feminine aspect, teaches intuition, to trust yourself. When you know something, know that you know it. You feel it in your heart, and you feel it throughout your senses. It is the place of trusting yourself. It is the place where we sit in the late afternoon, waiting for twilight, so we can watch the stars slowly peek into the sky. It is that place where we see the wonder and the awe of the darkness, of the beautiful sky that has transformed like we do. When we rest at night, we lay our heads down and we dream this dream. And in the West, we bring our dreams with us, understanding that we are both. We welcome this energy into our group, to our circle, knowing that the rain washes away all the illusions, and we can come back to our truth. And I call to the north, hey, north, blanketed in snow in this moment, saving the precious element of water for the land, for the animals, for the people, so we may thrive. I call to our ancestors, our great, great, great grandmothers and grandfathers, our aunts and uncles, our brothers and sisters, all our relations that have gone before us, our wives, our husbands, our children, our daughters, our sons. They wait for us to call to them and ask for help. Oh, grandmother, help me on my path. Help me see truth and honesty. Help me be resilient. Help me open my heart to the beauty that is always here. Help me see the truth. Ancestors, we call to you to be in our circle, our gathering, knowing that we trust your wisdom, that you have made it possible for us to be here. We represent you. We are your best, and we are grateful. Show us the way. Help us hold our integrity. Ancestors, you are always welcome. Speak to me gently through the wind, through the sunshine, through the eyes of my children. Be with us in the circle. And I call to the elements that are in the sky, to the comet that's going overhead, to the continuous changes that go on around us in this cycle, in this air, in this element that we are still learning about. We call to the sun and the moon. We call to the stars. We call to the other elements of life that we have never met yet. We thank you for the inspiration, for the magic that you hold for us, because we hold your DNA. We hold the stardust. We are a part of this that seems so far away, yet is right here within us. And I call to Mother Earth, the place we make our home, where we live our lives out on this stage, a place of great respect for the host that feeds us and gives us our medicine and gives us our food and allows us to be exposed to beauty that we've never seen before. The sunsets, the sunrises, the beaches, the deserts, the plants, the fragrance, the tree people. All these gifts are here for us, and everything else. We are not in the center. We are in the ring of life, that circle. We stand with every living thing, grateful that we are a part of this beauty, grateful that Mother Earth supports us, and we walk gently upon her body. And I call to the very center, to Source, to God, Goddess, all that is, to Buddha, to Mother Nature, to the great teachers that have come here to help humanity be more, to the respect of the loving energy that resides within us, our connection to the great mystery, to Wakantanka, to all that is, never leaves you. When we're born, we let out a sound which sounds like a cry, that it is our first connection to the great words that will flow in a vibratory manner to us. Our voice may be music. Our voice may be our very first song. when we are in the womb, our heart is the first organ that develops in the fetus. That heartbeat fills the world. Our mother feels our heart, and we make connections with our heartbeat. Knowing this, understanding that we are all these directions, that we are always welcome in the circle, that we are so much more than what we've ever been led to believe, that those answers are continually with us, whether we call it God or dog, or whether we have a conversation with our cat. That is with us always. And when we get an answer, it's our job to say yes. It is our job to trust ourselves. We are more than good enough. We are the magic of the universe. That is a part of that collaboration with Creator. If you have a song in your head, those words could touch millions of people. But if you don't write the song down, you stop the flow. If you have the painting you want to paint, let the critic sit someplace else and paint and write and sing and dance and do your science experiment and play with the children and open the door through your thoughts to the future. Because as you think in that loving way, you create your day for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. We are not inactive here. We are not going to some place to be fixed by someone else or to be forgiven by someone else. We are in unity with the universe, but we've forgotten. We're here to remember. We're here to connect with our magic and our heart. So if you will join me in a heartbeat, your feet on the ground, know that the sound that touches you is a healing vibration. It is always there for you. If you put your hand on your heart, your drum is never gone.
She wants it there.
You want it there?
Yeah.
I do. Are you ready?
Yes.
This heartbeat is yours. Wherever you go, whatever you do or say, how much love you give, and how much love you take. Their heartbeat is always there for you. Feel free in your mind, in your body, in your spirit to love and care and dance and sing like that little child in the south. Feel free to be the wise elder that knows deeply what life is about. Feel free to share your intuition, to trust yourself. And feel free to welcome the sun in the morning, to watch the sun kiss the top of the trees, and feel free to touch the ground that you live upon. And feel free enough to know that Source is always within you.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Judy. Welcome back. Where am I? Oh, it's time for offertory. Do I have a couple of people come up and help me with offertory this morning? Or maybe just one can take care of it, I think, today. Let's do the offertory statement together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you. And for those of you on Zoom today, Reverend Missy, if you'll contact her or look for her information she's putting out for you on how you can also give offertory to the PLC. And thank you for doing that.
We're gonna have a little offertory song.
All right.
All right. I just want to say, home lesson. Thank you so much. I had no idea I was going to get to come in and have ceremonies. Thank you so much. I really love that deeply. Thank you. This is for you to sing to yourself or to sing to somebody else. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Thank you, Lillian. Beautiful. Beautiful. Announcements this morning. I think, when do you have an announcement this morning?
Oh, I can. I don't know. Can they hear me from there?
No, we didn't hear you on this way, we didn't hear you on Zoom.
All right. Just a reminder, World Sound Healing Day is February 14th. We look forward to seeing you here at 6 o'clock. It's only an hour long, where we're going to have Judy's drum, my gongs, my bowls, harmonica, guitar, what am I missing? And flute, yay! So, and maybe more. So we look forward to seeing you, and please share it with your friends. We have flyers at the back, and it will be on Zoom as well, so you can also join it that way. So anyhow, I'm very excited. So World Sound Healing Day, February 14th, 6 to 7.
Thank you, Reverend Brent.
Yeah.
That's 6 o'clock at night, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We're trying to make sure it's a Tuesday, and we just want people to be able to be there.
That's
If I
wonderful.
didn't say that.
That's wonderful. Anybody else have an announcement? No? Okay, good. Your prayer partner for today and throughout this week will be yours truly. I'm available to you, as all practitioners and ministers are as well. We have a frog box in the back left-hand corner. If you want to leave a prayer, there's paper there and pen. You can fill out a prayer request, and that prayer request will go out to all the ministers and practitioners throughout the week, praying for you. We'd love to pray with you all the time, so please take advantage of that. Next week's speaker will be Reverend Sandy West. We're looking forward to having her back next Sunday. And let's do the prayer of protection, please. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Always. Thank you, thank you. And I think Reverend Lily and Peter have another song for us.
We do. We have a little closing song, which is, you're welcome to follow along or, move about. It's kind of cold in here, so if you want to shake it out a little bit, that's good. Well, I woke up this morning and I knew it wasn't right. My poor head was enthralled because I tossed and turned all night. This not familiar feeling, well, it took me up inside. So I called my higher self and she gave it. And she just said, she gave me the bad news. She said, your life is just too good. You've lost the right to sing the blues. The broken down and Chevy that was keeping me alive. I visualized a Lexus that was sitting in my drive. That man of mine, that scoundrel, that rotten low-down guy, transformed him into a lifeguard with a powerful drive. Everywhere I looked, I was confronted with those clues. My life was just too good. I lost the right to sing the blues. Now you can sing the blues if you can't pay for rent. Sing the blues if your money's always spent. But how can I sing the blues? 'Cause I ain't got no excuse. When I'm driving in my Porsche on my way to my masseuse. So you won't find me waiting at night in some smoky bar. And you won't find me crying tears into that old guitar. I'm too busy cleaning my chakras and chasing back on the way. And fluffing up my aura, honey, I can do that all day. Now that I've enlightened, I gotta spread the news. When life gets this darn good, you've lost the right to sing the blues. Now you can sing the blues when your best friend puts you down. You can sing the blues when your partner has left town. That gives me the right to sing that morning tune when I'm sleeping with my honey in a spa in Cancun. So now you've heard my story and you understand the pain. You've been searching and not finding any reason to complain. My stars are in alignment, my bills have all been paid. My house has been feng shui. I'm full of it. Let go of the struggle, you know I Ain't my news when life gets this darn good, it just the right. Let's do that again. When life gets this darn good, you lost the right to sing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like to sing the blues. Remember that. Thank you both very, very much for being here today. It's wonderful. Reverend Angelo, are you with us this morning?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, sir, I can. Would you please give us a closing prayer, sir?
I would love to. Thank you. Join me in prayer as we go within to that divine, awesome creativity that we are. We are life forms of this divine energy that we call God. And we accept the fact that our nature and the nature of the divine are one and the same. We create our life experiences through our thought processes. And therefore, as we go forward, we know that love is the answer to all of our situations. And we call forth that love energy as we say, and so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Reverend Angelo. Thank you all for being here today. Wonderful, wonderful morning. I will see you next Sunday for sure, right?
Right.
Right, okay, good. Good to see you all. Take care, bye-bye.